on this computer. Hey, I'm recording. Cool. All right. So we are going to Kobe. Kobe, there yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you gonna stay on today, or are you like yesterday? You were on for 4 minutes.
No, yeah, yesterday I only got on until like really late into the class.
I know, and then you just decided to drop off. Do you have Illustrator on your computer?
What was that?
Do you have Adobe Illustrator installed on your computer?
Yeah.
Awesome, cool. All right, so we're ready to go. In Illustrator, you are going to find the hands, where's it called? Hands template.tif. It's in the Illustrator folder. So we're working with Illustrator, so you're gonna find the hands template.tif. That stands for tagged image file format because I'm a nerd. I know all of them. I know what JPEG stands for and PNG stands for and PDFs and all those other weird things. I know what they all mean for. If anybody wants to know, I can tell you, but most people don't care. They're not nerds like me. Download. And then in Illustrator, we are going to hit, again, we are going to do print always just because that's the class we're in. That's what we're doing. This makes it easier. A number of students yesterday were having difficulties with this, so let's make sure we're in inches before we hit create, okay? Because that will make it life easier. And I will show you also, if you forget how to do that or didn't do that, I can show you how to change it later on. Everybody good. Awesome. Okay, next, Finder. In downloads, you should have downloaded the hands template. So you can just drag that right in. Yay. Now I'm going to cover a number of things that are going to be important and to remember. And I want you to, again, just get used to the idea of this because it's going to mean the most. This is like, as we go through these lessons, the reasons why we start with one thing and then do the next thing is because we're kind of building on that. So I want you to remember this. It's the things that you're going to want to do. Okay, so window, and again, if there's a check mark, it's on your screen. So layers is on my screen right now. So I want you to make sure that there's a check mark. If not, click on it. So you have a layers window. And we kind of talked about this in the, I think a little bit, but I'm gonna we locked the board at least. So in that little in the board, when we did the checkerboard, we hit the little box next to the eye, and that had a little lock on it. Next, I can't do anything. Like I literally can't move it, can't change it, can't draw on it, can't do anything. So I need to go to the lines on the top right of that window and hit new layer. Now you can call this new layer whatever you want. I'm going to call it tracing, and I want you to kind of get used to this idea that I'm going to lock an image down. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to use that to trace. Do you guys remember like in kindergarten when you trace stuff? Yes? Okay, a lot of my class is literally learning how to trace again, except we're using the computer to trace instead of a pencil or crayon or marker or whatever. Everybody good? Anybody? Too, guys. I love the. I know Riley already used it, but the little thumbs up is great, just to let me know you guys are all good. Please put it in the chat that if you need any help or you can use your microphone. I have students who are raising hands, so give me a second here. I love this. You know, like you guys asking for help is better than getting stuff. So you drag the hands in there. So don't look. So go back on layer one and lock that one and then put the hands. If you could please take the thing out of your ear. So window layer. Window. Layer. Don't worry about it. Lock. Lines. Layer. Awesome. Is the hands and symbols? You can Illustrator folder called hands.tif. It's in you downloaded it from Schoology, right? Oh, yeah. Is it in the Illustrator folder? Close that down, close that down, close that down. Okay, right here. And then hand separate, right in here. Cool. All right, are we all good now? Thank you for your patience. Virtual students, we're all good? Uh-oh, phone call, hold on. Tech Ed, Mr. Rutler speaking. Yeah. She is online. Sure, no problem. All right. Am I gonna have to solve this tardiness problem, or are you going to solve it?
No, I'm trying.
No, I'm either gonna solve it or you're gonna solve it. Which one is it gonna be?
I'll solve it.
Awesome, love it, cool. All right, so give me 1 second just to get my attendance so I don't forget that. Well, there it is. All right, so we have now again in the Illustrator folder, we have that hand template. We downloaded it, we dragged it in here. I locked the layer. I went to the lines, made a new layer, called it whatever I want, but I'm going to call it tracing just because that's the easiest to understand. Now, as we're starting to do this stuff, I'm going to think about shapes first. Okay, does anybody see any shape on here? And I'm going to zoom in on this top hand. You can probably imagine what we're going to be creating today. Anybody see a shape at all? A circle. Everybody see a circle? So we're going to go to the shape tool. Again, the shape tool is the bottom, is on the left side about 4 or 5 down. If it is not the circle right now, hold your mouse button down, grab the ellipse tool. If you are not on the single column, if you're on the single column, it does help to be on the double column. It just makes it a little bit bigger, a little bit easier to see. And that's that little arrows right here. Okay, everybody ready? Now, just watch my screen for 1 second. If you are drawing your circle in the wrong spot, I just don't let go of my mouse and I hold the space bar down and I can move it and then I can resize it. Okay, everybody see that? But if you do let go, black arrow, move it, resize it. Either way works, okay? So again, just don't let go. Move it, scale it. So space bar, just don't let go until you're done. In the toolbar, and if I'm going too fast, anybody at any moment, just slow me down. I tend to know this stuff and make it look too easy, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to watch people on the screen. It's kind of in my classroom to see how fast I'm going. All right. In the toolbar, if you switch the colors, you now have black fill, white stroke, but I really don't even want a white stroke, so I'm gonna hit that do not sign right there, right in the bottom of that. So remember, this is changing the fill color, this is changing the stroke color, and I want a black fill, no stroke. Everybody have a circle on the hands. I'm gonna give you 1 second. I love when people are asking for questions, so please keep going, you guys. This is great. Students in the classroom are asking questions. Virtual students are not. I don't know why. Whatever. Here's the thing. I don't think anybody wants to watch a 90-minute video to redo this stuff. So that's your prerogative. Okay. Next up, pen tool is located 3 down on the left-hand side. Hold down that pen tool. You should see that there is a pen plus, a pen minus, and an anchor point. I want just the regular pen. Not like Pen Plus, not Pen Minus, and definitely not that one. That one's cool, but it's weird. Everybody able to find the pen tool? Okay, now, now we're gonna start easy and we're gonna work hard. I'm just gonna move this. I'm just looking at my screen on the projector here. I can start at any point. I can start at that point or this point or that point. I just always start here just because that's just the way I've been doing it forever, and it's just kind of where I go. So I'm gonna click once, and you should see a rubber band kind of show up. I'm just click once, and you can let go of the mouse. Everybody have a rubber band? Cool. Now I always go clockwise. That's just the way I do. You know, the way the clock goes, like to the right. That's the way I always do. Could you go that way? Yes, but we're gonna go this way. So then I go to the next point, and I click once, let go. Should have another rubber band sitting out there. Again, if anybody has any problems, please let me know right away so I don't have to, so I can help you. Next, I'm gonna go right here. Again, trying to find that point. I know it's kind of hard. Your guess is as good as my guess. Should now have another rubber band sticking out. Don't go ahead of me. Even if you know what you think you're doing, do not go ahead of me. I'm going to try to make this easy. Hold on. Oh, good. Awesome. I thank you for your patience, guys. I thank everybody for their patience. This is fantastic. I know it's not fun. All right, now, a lot of my students will want to click right on the circle. If you do that, you could break the circle, and it may not look like it's broken, but it will be broken. So I want you to go inside of the circle and kind of just line up your rubber band on the line. Inside of the circle. Next, we're going to kind of go over here where that line would go in. Again, we're going to stay inside the circle a little bit, and we're kind of guess where that line would go. I'm going to click once. Now it looks done, does it not? Everybody see that it looks done? It's not done. And this is the really, really important part. I need to go, and this is so important. That's why we're doing it first, and we're covering it slowly. I need to go all the way back to the point that I started with, and I get a little circle on the bottom of my my pen tool on the screen. Everybody see the little circle on the bottom of my screen? Okay, when I see that, that means I closed that shape, and that is really, really important. Everybody good? Anybody need help? Virtual students, how are we doing? Okay, black arrow or gray arrow or top left arrow is the arrow that I want to do, and I'm going to highlight both pieces. And now they're two different pieces, and they could. So if I click off of this, I can move that, and that would suck, and I don't want to do that. So we are going to highlight both. Everybody else set? Now, this tool, which is located 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down left-hand side, it's called the Shape Builder. It is a really, really cool tool. And when I first started teaching Illustrator, this tool was not even existent, and it was so hard. You'll notice students in the classroom. Do you guys see the door in front of you says Pathfinder? Students made fun of me because all I talked about was Pathfinder, so then they made the door called Pathfinder. That was what we used to use, and so then like high schoolers like to make fun of people, so they made fun of me because I always did that. But this tool is way easier than that. Okay, ready? Watch, just watch, just watch. Click, hold the mouse down, draw a line through the areas you want to join together. Sorry, virtual students, I can't zoom in for you. I'm zooming in for my in-person students, but you can't zoom in for the Zoom. I don't know why. Everybody good? Don't try to fix. You'll find out that almost like fixing never works, right? Don't try to fix. You can make your key swallowing it and use more lines or dots. I'll fix it. I'm showing you how to you're gonna follow my instructions perfectly, or you don't want. We're gonna learn all this stuff. Just fixing it now. Awesome. At least you guys all have phones to distract you while I'm helping people, but I do love this. Thank you so much. Virtual students, are we all good? Now that was easy. It's gonna get really hard in a second. So if you did not get that one, this next one is gonna be even harder. So again, if you're having any difficulties, please ask, even if you're on virtual. If you have questions, you can share your screen. I can help you with any problems you may have, because I'm telling you, if you try watching this over again, you're going to find it very difficult. You have to do everything exactly as I say. You cannot fix it yourself. Everybody clear? Awesome. Now, again, what do we do first? We're doing the bottom hand. We do the circle first. So again, as I'm drawing my circle, if I hold down the space bar, just don't let go of the mouse. You can move the circle, change the size, hold down the space bar again, just kind of, you'll get it. It'll make sense in a little bit. It's weird at first, but all of a sudden, like, it's totally good after you get used to it. Everybody all set. Now, again, this is going to get even more difficult. So please ask questions if you have any problems. Now, again, I'm going to make sure I'm on the pen tool all by itself, not pen plus or pen minus or anything else, just pen all by itself. Everybody good? All right. So we did our circle. And again, I could start anywhere. I've always in my demonstration started here. I don't know why I've always started here, but that's just where I start. And it works out relatively good. All right, so I click once and I get my rubber band. Now I go clockwise, which is this way. Everybody see that this is clockwise? Like the clock goes? Okay. And the first thing we notice is we have a curve. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go about right here and I'm going to hold my mouse and I'm going to like start moving my mouse around and you're going to go, oh my God, this is so weird. I don't get it. You will get it. Just don't let go. Line up the curve. Again, it's weird. I totally know it's weird, but you will get it. Just don't let go of your finger until after you have gotten that to line up. It might take you a minute or 2 minutes. Just don't let go. You will figure it out. Anybody need help? Don't go ahead of me, guys. Don't go ahead of me. I know that you may think you know how to do this. Don't go ahead of me. Everybody good? Virtual students, how are we doing? Michaela and Riley, thank you so much. I do love that. Okay, awesome. I love the little thumbs up. It is just one of those nice ways to know that you guys are still doing it. Everybody, I'm going to assume everybody else doesn't have a problem unless you're going to tell me. All right, now watch this. Look at my screen. Okay. Everybody see that there's a point on the left and a point on the right, and there's a point in the middle. Everybody see that? Now, right now, I have this weird curve kind of hanging out. I don't want to use that one. It doesn't really work. So I'm going to click once on the point in the middle. You need to be very careful that you're clicking right on that point. It should break the line in half. If it doesn't work, let me know. I'll help you. I'll show you. Everybody good? Now I'll get a straight line again. Cool. Now, there is a slight curve to this. So I'm actually going to hold my mouse button down on the bottom, and I'm going to pull that slight tiny curve. Then again, over and over and over again, we're going to do this over and over again. Break the line in half. Click in the middle dot. Breaks the line in half. If anything goes wrong, ask for help. Don't try to fix. Okay, click, hold, draw a new line. Break the line in half. Go up here, click, hold, make a curve, break the line in half. Just like the top one, and if I'm going too fast, please slow me down, virtual or in person. Okay, I don't want to touch the circle. Go inside of the circle, go over to approximately where the other line is going to be, and am I done? I'm gonna wait 1 second because I'm gonna have some students here. That's the help. You will not be able to fix your mistakes. You will not be able to fix your mistakes. So, you have problems? Undo, or I will help you. Yes. Nope, we're learning. We're learning. I'm not worried about perfect trade-offs. Yep, you can't fix mistakes, can you? Okay. So, yep. Okay. That's fine. If it's not perfect right now, I don't care. Everybody clear with this? I just want to be able to do this stuff. So we're trying. And I got a lot of students in the classroom who are asking for help. I love it. Okay, now, Michaela said in the chat, which I love it. I got to hear, guys, everybody look at my screen. Everybody look at my screen. I got to hear, and it looks closed, but it's not, right? What do I have to do? Make sure to go back to the last point that I first started with. Remember, I started right there. So I'm going to click there, get a little circle. That closes it. Now, that's really important. Always go back around. Now, why do I keep saying that? Because the next assignment, you're going to have to start doing this stuff on your own. And a lot of things, people will forget stuff, yes? Okay. Black arrow, top left arrow, highlight both. We're going to use that shape builder tool. Again, it's like what, 8 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't know, something like that. Hold that down, make sure it's shape builder tool. Draw your line through your objects. Bam, we've got a cool feature. But do you notice that all we're doing is tracing, yes? This is the key to Illustrator, is learning how to trace. Okay, black arrow. Of course, we are going to be creating a clock, so we're going to move that piece down here. up on top of that one. Now, do I want to join those two together? Guys, do I want to make these two permanently together so they cannot move? So I don't want to do that, but how do I get them to, I want them to stay together without permanently making them together. We learned it yesterday. Command G, so highlight both pieces. Command and G is going to group them together so that they stay together, but they're not like permanently together, yes? Everybody clear? Everybody got this? Save this as, let's go to File, Save As. We are going to call this clock hands. Put it in your Illustrator folder if you have it, or wherever you want to save it to. Just a normal Illustrator file is fine. Save that. Replace it. Oops. Oh well, whatever. I didn't probably want to replace it, but it's fine. Cool. And then we can close that down. And we're going to do a new document. Again, I'm going to go to print. We're doing letter size. We'll make sure it's in inches. And if I'm going too fast, let me know. Hey, just a thought, Emerson, if you're still there. If you're coming into school tomorrow for the test, tomorrow will be a great time to set up to get your MacBook fixed. Just a thought, if she's still there. All right, everybody all set? Everybody have a new document in inches? So to do a new document in Illustrator, File New, or the little button right here, I just close my file down and then create new. I go to print, I do letter, and just make sure you're on inches. I can show you how to, on your MacBook, maybe it'll work for you guys. I'm going to show you how to do that so it will stay that way. So if you go to the word Illustrator and Preferences and Units, the word Illustrator, Preferences, and Units, if you pick General for inches, you should be all set. Do not change your stroke and your points, or the stroke and type, just the General to inches. And then maybe it will default to that, but mine's still not working. I don't know why that should be the way to make it default, but whatever. Everybody good? All right, Command and the letter R, Command and the letter R is going to bring up your rulers on top of your screen. If you ever are in the wrong one, see I'm in the wrong one right now, right click on that ruler and you can change it to whatever you want. So just right click on that ruler and then you can change it to inches, whatever, to make life easier. Okay. So we made the clock hands. What do you think we're going to be doing next? What was that? The body, the face. Yeah, we're going to make the actual like clock thing. Yes. All right. Now I want you to kind of think about this. Now, as we're building this up, and I want you to think about why would I teach how to make a clock? How many video games have a clock in it? And does every video game designer want to use the same clock? So will there always be a market for somebody to create cool clocks? So this could be a graphic where you could be doing clocks, selling it to game makers, and you're making your money just by building clocks. So is this a very valuable lesson? I think it is. Because again, no one's going to want identical clocks in their game, and you can have fun making it all whatever way you wanted to, and we're just kind of learning how to do it. So I'm just showing you the idea of graphics, like we're going to have a customer. Okay, now what I want to do first is I want to think about the clock and what shape it is. And everybody might think it's a circle, but really how many numbers are on the clock? There's 12 numbers on the clock, yes, right? Okay, now I'm going to use that knowledge to my advantage. So I'm going to go over to my shape tool and I'm going to pick, anybody want to guess? A polygon. Now, in the middle of my screen somewhere. I'm going to click once, do not let go. Click one, sorry, do not hold it, just click once, don't move your mouse. So again, if you did get one to show up, undo, Command Z or delete. Click once with the polygon tool and let go, and it should bring up a window like this. Now, I need to make a 12-sided polygon. Anybody know what a 12-sided polygon is called? Nobody knows what a 12-sided polygon is called.
Isn't
A
it
dodecagon. Yes? Okay. I want a 2-inch radius. Radius means half of the circle. 2-inch. Again, if you're in the wrong system, if you do IN, it will automatically convert. So if you're seeing weird numbers, okay, all you do is type in IN and it will do all of the converting for you. So you don't have to worry about it. If you ever do forget to change systems, okay, hit OK. Next up, I'm going to make one more, but this one I want to make it 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches. And I'm doing this not because I need 2 of them, but I really want to show how to do stuff in here. And it gets kind of crazy as we start working. Now, you'll notice the 2.5 actually covers up the 2. And that's because I did it second. Okay, whatever's on first is on the bottom, and whatever second's on top. Everybody clear on this? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fill color, hit none on both. I want the fill color to be none. Again, I hit fill color on top, hit the do not sign, and then just like let go of both of those. Everybody have both of them are, you can now see both of them, yes? Why can't I move them? I'm trying, I'm clicking, it's not moving. There's no fill, so what do? I grab the stroke. Everybody see this? Everybody able to do that now? Are able to move both of the objects and you're able to do that stuff? We're good? Okay, do you understand the concept of no fill, meaning I can't like literally grab it and I have to grab the edge? Okay, Command R was at rulers. Everybody saw the rulers? I want you to, on the ruler itself, hold down your mouse button and drag this ruler approximately in the center of your document. Again, literally hold the ruler. Command R is rulers, and then like click and hold that ruler, bring it down. I want you to do the same thing from the left side. Click and hold the ruler on the left side, bring that over. These are called guidelines, and the guidelines are really neat because no one else is going to be able to see them except for you. Yes? I only need the one. Guidelines are fantastic. I'm helping students in the classroom, guys, and virtual students. If you need any help, please let me know. Thank you for your patience. Everybody's being fantastic today. Love this stuff. I know it's not fun to wait for the teacher, but it does make my life a lot nicer. All right, so now when I move these things, do you notice that you can now kind of find that center point? And when I grab one of them, you notice that these are called handles, and the handles are on the corners and they're also on the midpoints. So I can actually see if I am perfectly aligned, and I can use my arrow keys on the keyboard to fine tune it if I need to. Yes. Now again, like purple lines and most of the computer will try to help you, but as we get more complicated, it will get harder to use purple lines. So I'm teaching you some tricks and things that you may need to get these things to be all perfect. Yes. Everybody have the 2 dodecagons in the center on your guidelines. Everybody good? Virtual students, were you all caught up? Michaela, thank you. Anybody else? Interesting. Okay. All right. Now I am going to we are going to, the numbers are not going to go right here and here, right? Everybody knows that. The 12 goes right here, and that would be really hard to do. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to, we're going to get rid of the large one. We don't really need that anymore. So I did that just to show you how the two objects work together. So you can just get rid of that because I don't want to confuse you. And we just have the small one left. Yes? Okay. Now, if you do not find this tool, everybody go to Window, Workspace, just make sure you're on Essentials Classic. I don't know why Adobe decided to like hide half of the stuff and then you have to go find it. Like that seems kind of stupid to me. Like why not have it all there and then hide it if you wanted to hide it? So we need to be on Essentials Classic. All right. And then you're going to find the rotate tools located right below. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down the left-hand side. You might need to I'm going to use the black arrow right now. You just might need to highlight this first before you use the rotate tool. And do not try to rotate it yet. Just watch me first, okay? I'll tell you, I'm going to show you what goes wrong with the rotate tool, and then I'm going to show you how to like do it right. Okay. If I accidentally click somewhere, do you see that I moved my center of rotation? And now if I rotate it, do you notice it goes really weird on me? Yes? So I don't want you to do that. So please be careful with this tool because you can easily do a bad thing with it. So again, I am going to make sure my center point is still there. I'm going to very carefully with the rotate tool, I'm going to very carefully make sure that I'm rotating one of the points. I might need a highlight to get it to work. All right, so let's try this. All right, and I want to rotate that until the points line up with my guidelines. If anything goes wrong, Command and Z is undo. Try it again or ask for help. Do not feel bad about asking for help. I want you to ask for help. All right. Thank you guys. You guys are doing good. All set now or not? Get rid of the big one. Get rid of the big one. Rotate it. Oh, you know, rotate it. I want the points. highlight. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Thanks everybody for your patience. I know it's kind of a difficult, but these are difficult tasks. The best way to do it, just to do it. I know it's not fun, but it's the way we do it. All right. So we have now got all of our points on there. What I want you to do next is I want you to drag rulers to every one of the points. Now you can have as many of these rulers you want on the screen. They're your help for you and you alone. Your customer, the other people, anybody else will never see these. They're very cool. I don't find enough students using them. I teach it, we cover it every semester. I don't know why students don't like guidelines, but they're fantastic. But a lot of my students aren't using them. I don't know how to teach this better. I make them use it like 600 times and they still don't use it. I wouldn't show you something you don't need or won't help you. I'm not about showing you dumb stuff. Okay, so I want a guideline on every single point. My guess is that I cover so much stuff that students forget about everything because they're used to like school, where basically the teacher teaches you to pass the test. In my class, just to let you know how this works, there are no tests and you have to remember everything. Is that different and weird? So everything I show you in class is something you may want to use in your own artwork, which is unusual, I think, for school, because they just teach you to like, here's the question. I'm going to teach you everything about that question. And then all you do is pass the question and forget about it, right? All right, everybody good? Everybody caught up? Anybody need help? Going once, going twice? Yes, window, just for everybody to see this. Actually, sorry, view, guides. You will see unlock and hide and clear and all kinds of stuff under there. So if you need to unlock them and remove them, do that. Or if they're not on, if it says lock, please lock them. It will make life easier for you. Okay, because now they won't move. But if you want to, you can unlock them and move them. Yes. I don't know why that must be in a preference somewhere. I don't know. It must be in the guides because mine automatically lock, but I don't know why students don't. All right, next, text tool. Text tool, the T all by itself. T all by itself. Do not click on the dodecagon. Click somewhere else. On top is your characters. I want Arial black. So you might need to search. I would not scroll. That would be really hard. I would type in Arial black. So A-R, and then it should come up Arial black. 36 points. Window window control. If you don't have that top bar, like I do, window control. Window. We're gonna type in the number 3. Type in the number 3. If it is not typing, please just that looks like it's way too big, doesn't it? I put 300. Oh, I was gonna say that's way too big. Okay, cool. Highlight if it does not change for you or anything goes wrong like it did for me. Make sure you highlight it before you do any changes. Others it will not. Hey, that looks way more better. I'm like, that's way huge for 36. I'm like, did I do something wrong? All right. Before it's highlighted right now. Yes, everybody has the 3 highlighted. I want you to pick centered for paragraph. centered. This is going to make a huge difference in a second. Okay, black arrow. I'm going to zoom in a lot. I want to talk about this. Do you notice the box around the 3 has all of these like handles on them? Is that in the center of the 3? Is this in the center of the 3? No. Okay. The reason I'm using the 3, I could use an 8. I could use a number of digits, but I'm just using the 3. Is I want to center this thing. And so what's happening is that I am basically using that 3. I'm going to zoom in. Just give me 1 second here. All right. I want you to put the center of the 3 on that point. And that's why I have the guideline there. So I am going to kind of, and you're going to notice purple lines are kind of going to get annoying. And I can tell you, if anybody wants the purple lines gone, I will show you how to make them gone. But it gets more complicated. Now, what I want to do next, Command C, Command V as in violin, and I'm going to put the number 3 at every one of the numbers. Why am I doing that? Well, because I want it to be perfect and centered. My customer does not want a 2-year-old looking clock. They want something that looks nice. Now, I do not need to copy again. I've already copied. So Command V is in violin again and again and again, and I want a 3 all the way around the clock. Are the guidelines helping you? So I'm just showing you, that the whole ruler trick does make it a little bit nicer to be able to do some artwork in Illustrator to create cool stuff. Again, you do not need to keep copying. It's already copied. All you need to do is keep pasting. So don't sit there and Command C a million times. You don't need to do that. Just Command V a million times. Obviously, we're not going to make a clock with all 3s in it. So what are we going to do? Change the numbers. So just double click, change the numbers. Now I use centered for the paragraph, so everything, even double numbers, should center themselves. So you'll understand why I did all that stuff. So all the numbers should be nice and centered and perfect. And that is how you build the numbers for the clock. And it should look pretty perfect, except that it's kind of weird to have this dodecagon there. So what do you think we should do? And do we need it anymore? If I get rid of it, do I still have my center point? Yes, and I still have all of my guidelines where my numbers go. So I have all the information I need. So you can just get rid of the dodecagon. Hopefully you virtual students are doing good. My in-classroom students are doing excellent. I think I see the majority of students I'm seeing a clock on their screen, so I know they're doing good. They're asking questions. I don't know about why virtual students are not asking questions, but I can't help that. So it's easy. So I undo it. But what happened was the paragraph wasn't centered. Yeah. So we got rid of the dodecagons and we have all the numbers changed, hopefully. And the next thing we need to do is we need to build that like background of the clock. And then we're almost done, guys. So hope you guys want to take a little like 2 seconds, stand up and relax kind of break, or are good to just power through this? Keep going. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the shape tool. We're gonna grab the ellipse tool. It's gonna look way more fun. Like that was the hardest part probably. This gets a little bit more fun. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the shape tool. We're gonna click once, anywhere once, and we're gonna do a 5-inch circle, 5-inch in both dimensions. That's what a circle is versus an ellipse. 5-inch circle. And then you're gonna do a 6-inch circle. So 1 5-inch circle, 5 and 5, and then 1 6-inch circle, 6 and 6. So you should see 2 circles just like my screen. You'll center both of them. Okay, so it starts to look more like a clock. I'll have a little bit of fun with colors and doing some fun things with it, and then we'll be almost done. So it's not too hard yet. All right, so 1 5-inch circle, again, 5 and 5, and then 1 6-inch circle, 1 6 and 6, and then center both of them. If your number's in the wrong spot, it's because you deleted the small dodecagon and not the big dodecagon. Just make it like 6 and 7. Everybody good? Anybody need help? It's cool if you're doing big stuff, but we're not doing big stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, 5 and 5. Cool. And then 6 and 6. So let's see. So you're gonna take your all right, we're all set now. Everybody's got circles on their screens. My in-person students are asking lots of questions and we're doing really good. Loving this. The door is unlocked. All right, you're gonna highlight. Now watch, watch very carefully here. If I highlight and I touch an 11 or a 12, what happens? It highlights a number too, yes? Now I could be very careful and not touch the numbers, but there's another way to select. Click on one of the circles, hold down Shift, click the other circle. Everybody have both selected. Isn't that easier or not? Okay, next we're gonna use that shape builder tool. All right, and you'll see that when you like hover your mouse over it, you see how you have an inside and an outside? Or you see that? Okay, so I want you to click once on the outside, and then I want you to press Option, hold down the Option button, and click once. So Option, click the inside. Okay, so again, click on the outside, Option, click the inside. Then you should be able to switch your colors, and then maybe you have to do it one more time. just click on that. So switch your colors and then click here and you should have a black border. Anybody not have the black border? Yeah, I know. It's weird. I don't know why it does that. Like you have to have the fill first before it does it. I don't know why it do that. Hold on a second. Hold it. No. Hold that one down. Highlight, click on one. Shift, and then we're good. All right, now I could switch. Black is kind of boring, correct?
Mr. Rutler,
Yes,
can you go through it one more time quick?
sure. So I have my two circles, and I had a lot of students that are having difficulties with this in the classroom too. Let me undo one more time. Okay. Nope, still not far enough. Okay. So I click this one, and then I shift, hold on shift, click that one. So both are selected. Then I would switch my colors. Don't worry if it's all black. That was the one thing I didn't do for the other class, or for the other way, but this will work great. Click here, option, click here.
Thank you.
No problem. Anybody else need help? Michaela, thank you for asking questions virtually. I love that. All right. Now, window swatches. Remember that we do not, even if you find that color bar thing, don't use that one. So you now can take with the black arrow and you can change it to any color you want. Yay. However, I don't like solid colors because they're kind of boring, and we're going to have a little bit more fun with this. Yes. So I want you to go to window gradient. Window gradient. You will notice there are a lot of windows. Yes. They all do cool stuff. Sorry. Illustrator, like everybody thinks graphics is super easy, but like it's not that easy. Yes. Because we're now hopefully figuring this out. What I want you to do in window gradient, again, that circle needs to be highlighted. Click right here. It should turn from white black. Everybody see that? Are we good? Now, I don't want you to follow along with me. I want you to watch me first. Okay, this is kind of hard. Watch. Everybody watch. Take any color, hold it down. Don't drag it in the middle of this little box here, but drag it to that little black circle. Anybody need help? Now, you can change the amount of color by moving this diamond. I would not move these points, but you could. 1 second. Tech Ed, Mr. Rutler speaking. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, can in like 5 minutes? We're almost done. Okay, yep. Bye. All right, now I want to add a colored stroke to that. I don't care what color you want. So put the stroke on top. And up here on top as your stroke, you can bump it up. I don't want this. This looks dumb to me. Don't do that. But you can, like put in a 2 or 3 or 4 point, like whatever looks cool to you. And you can pick whatever color you want. I'm not really worried about that. Otherwise, what'll happen is that white kind of disappears with your white background. Even that to me looks too big. So I'm like, 3, 2, I don't know, something like that. That looks nice. Everybody good with that? Everybody able to do strokes, fills, gradients on that? I need a 5-inch circle center then. Fine. It's right here. They didn't used to have the stroke be gradients. Now they do. I don't know why they do, but just bump that up 1 or 2 more. Yeah. Okay, 5-inch circle centered. 5-inch circle centered. 5-inch circle centered. 5-inch. So virtual students, a circle. Click once. 5-inch. Now, whatever your inside one. So a number of students always mess up the dimensions. Make your circle whatever your small circle is. I mean, if you follow my directions, it's supposed to be 5. If yours is 6, then make it 6. Yes. It should cover up all the numbers. We're almost done. We are literally almost done. I'm just waiting for, I'm watching people's screens. I think we see most students with 5-inch circle now. All right. Object. All range. Now we made that circle last, so it covers up everything. Everybody clear on this? Yes. Object, arrange. Now I don't want to just move it backwards. I want to move it to the back. Okay, so think about it. Like I made whatever's first, whatever I made first is on the bottom, whatever I made last is on top. And if I want to send it to the back, now you should see your numbers. Now, in the gradient window, I don't really want to do a linear, that's what it is right now. It's a linear gradient. I want to do a radial gradient. If it is not turning, it's because you have your stroke on top. So again, make sure your fill is on top. Click here, then click on the radial gradient. Now it should be in the center. And now you can add in whatever your stroke color is in the middle bar right here. Everybody look at my screen. Everybody see where I am? Throw a third color, probably your stroke color, in the middle. Now you can play with it. If you want to change colors, great. Now you know how. So if I don't like that color and you want to change it, see how I do that? Yes? Everybody see how I'm changing colors? Okay, so you make it whatever. You make it look cool. I don't care however you want to make it cool. These diamonds will do more white or less of the middle color. And this one will make it less of that color. You make it as cool as you want. I just want to show you how to do cool gradients because like if I'm doing cool artwork, I want to be able to use gradients are really neat. Yes. One last thing. Circle center. All right, so mine's looking pretty cool. If your numbers don't stick out, please watch my screen. You don't have to do this, but this is one of those things to learn that you'll love. Watch, everybody watch, everybody watch. It would be super difficult to hold on shift to grab all the numbers, correct? Yes, everybody clear on this? There's an easier way. Watch, everybody watch, everybody watch. Highlight all, hold down shift, grab the circles. If I grab the circles, what am I left with? Just the numbers. Then if I wanted to, I could change those numbers to any color I want. I mean, I want mine black, but you might want yours white, depending on whatever. I want them to stick out. So please don't have them be black if your color is black or dark. Have them be white. And I want the numbers to stick out. Yes. I want to make them look cool. Anybody need help? Okay. File. Open, or even open recents and open your hands file. File open recents is really neat. It shows you the last like 10 files you've opened. That is an awesome one. I do love to show students that. It does make life easier. Others, you can just open the hands file. Anybody need any help? Okay, now please watch my screen. Remember I grouped these two, yes? So when I click on it, it should click on both. If it doesn't, highlight both, Command G. Now, just watch, just watch. Do you remember a long time ago, like a million weeks ago, when we moved the car from the parking lot to the tunnel? Same thing, same concept. Click, hold, don't let go. Go up to the other tab, don't let go, bring it down, let go. So open the hands file, use the black arrow, drag it to the other tab, drag it down, then let go. So we did some pretty complicated artwork today. Yes, we did it on 2 different files, put them together. Oh my God, this is kind of crazy for graphics, but we made a really cool clock. Except for the hands are way too big. So what do I need to do? Make them smaller. Now, if they're squishing, what do I do? Shift. Okay, now, if it moves on you, don't freak out. Let go, move it, resize. Now, anybody, if you don't know how a clock works, the minute hand goes past the numbers and the hour hand points to the numbers. So try to do that. Okay, try to get to the minute hand is going to go past the numbers and the hour hand should point to the numbers. If you would like to see what it's going to look like, view, guides, hide guides. Yay, it looks like a clock. Anybody need help? File, save it as probably, clock. And not just clock hands, but actually clock or clock everything. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So you save it. I'm going to call mine Spring 21 because I have many clocks. You probably see I can have lots of clocks in here. So I need to make sure I know which one it is. Not that I need to save it again. And then I hit OK. Yay. However, my customer cannot see that Illustrator file. If I send them the Illustrator file, they will not have Illustrator. If they do have Illustrator, there's no point in them hiring me. So I need to save it as a file that they can open. What do I do? File, save as. Again, so another one. This time we're going to do PDF under format. And you are going to turn in the PDF to me for your grade. Guys, I do care. And I am grading this on how well you did. So if you do need any help right now, I'm gonna be done instructing, but if you want to stay on, and or have me fix something or help, I will be grading on it. Also, can you redo anything? Absolutely. Okay. So if I give you a couple points off and you want to fix it, go ahead and fix it and then return it back in. I will regrade it. Yes. Everybody clear? Was that at all fun or was that really long? I mean, you made your own clock today from scratch. I mean, if you think about that and the fact of what you now can do, it's kind of crazy. Next week, we are going to be making a dolphin. I'm very excited about that one. And then we'll be doing a logo. File save as. And then you're going to do under format, you're going to pick PDF, and a PDF file is what you're going to put in school. If you don't know how to find it or do anything else, ask. I just don't like to teach stuff that I think most students know, but if you need help, don't feel bad. I want you to do it right. Yeah, PDFs are really cool. They support masters and vectors, and so they box like an Illustrator file. To Illustrator thinks that they're file. Okay, so PDF is the most universal file. Like you can literally do almost everything. Bad thing about PDFs is do they open up my phones really nicely? Okay, so they're cool files, but they're not the best. Yeah. Save it as a PDF,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna save it here, send it there, and just make sure you take the PDF. Don't drag.
Okay.
I read you, don't drag. Okay? Or you can put that up. And then file. I don't know why students got used to dragging into Schoology. I don't like that they can do that. I wish they didn't, because I've had more problems that way. Anybody else need help? Yeah, yes, yes. I'm done for the day. If you need me to catch up, fixing. Oh, no. Is that possible? If you need help on it, let me know. Did it like, didn't?
I think I have.
You know what? Okay. Fine. All right, virtual students. Again, if you want to stay on, you're more than welcome to stay on. I'm going to stop my recording right now.